One of the biggest parts of Call of Duty multiplayer, at least within the past like 5 or 6 Call of Duty games, has been going for the mastery camo within the game, which is usually dark matter or something similar to dark matter. We've had Damascus, of course, we've had Black Sky within Infinite Warfare, we've had Chrome within World War II. There's been a bunch of different variations of these mastery camos, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things people like to do within these games. It's one of the biggest conversation pieces for Call of Duty. People are always talking about, oh, how far are you in dark matter? How far are you towards getting that mastery camo? And people love to, stream them, trying to go for these, trying to grind out these camo challenges as soon as humanly possible. And I've always been in the boat where I really just don't want to go for them, at least right away. The only mastery camos I currently have when it comes to any game past Black Ops 3 is Black Ops 3's Dark Matter and Black Ops 4's Dark Matter. I don't have any other mastery camo as of right now. And there's a lot of reasons why I just never really felt like going for these mastery camos during the game's life cycle. Which is odd for me to say that because I'm always asking for more grinds within Call of Duty games. I want things to grind for. I want as many things as humanly possible to go for. And I'm always just saying, like, I don't really feel like going for dark matter though. Every now and then I'll try a couple guns here and there, like getting a couple diamond camos and some weapons and such. But I'm not like pushing myself to get it because it's not that fun, to be completely honest. Now, some of the challenges are really fun and some of them just are okay, but some of them really just aren't enjoyable to go for, to the point where I can't really see myself sitting around trying to get that on a bunch of different weapons. It just doesn't seem like a good usage of my time. For example, let's look at the Black Ops Cold War camo challenges for Dark Matter, as well as some of the Damascus camo challenges from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Some of the good camo challenges that I actually think are enjoyable to go for, and I don't mind doing, are mainly the ones that you kind of just do regardless of even if you're trying to go for it. For example, kills, headshots, bloodthirsties, even the kills where in Black Ops Cold War you have to kill a certain amount of enemies while they are detected by your equipment or your UAVs or whatever. Those ones just kind of happen. I don't really have to specifically go out of my way to go for them. They just happen. And I like those ones because it's rewarding you for using your gun a lot. I wouldn't even mind if it forced you to get a lot of kills with each weapon. I think right now it's like 100 kills, like 50 headshots, something like that. I wouldn't mind if it was like 500 kills and like 250 headshots, because those just kind of happen as you use the guns. But you don't have to do annoying, stupid things that just kind of ruin the flow of gameplay in order to go for these challenges. But the dumb challenges, the ones that you do have to completely go out of your way to get them, are things like long shots, which long shots are by far the worst camo challenges of all time, especially in Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare, because you have to get a shitload of them. Within the prior games, the most you need to get is maybe like 10 or something, but you need to get 50 long shots on most weapons in Black Ops Cold War. That is ridiculous. Most maps don't even have enough long shot spots for that to be possible within a small amount of time. Some maps like Nuketown literally have like 2 spots that you can use to get long shots, and they're just such a small spot, such a small line of sight, that the chances of people walking down that line of sight is slim to none. So what you end up doing is you end up sitting in this one spot for the entire match, just waiting for people to walk into this line of sight so you can get your long shots, and it just never goes your way. It's such a stupid challenge. I don't like long shots. I think it's obviously a lot easier on like the bigger ground war modes like combined arms and such, but even just thinking back to the older CODs where you didn't have those larger scale modes, like how the hell were these easy to get? They never were. They were always stupid to get, and I really think long shot challenges are just dumb. Which ones are even worse? The mounted gun kills challenge from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This single-handedly turned me off of going for Damascus in Modern Warfare. I legitimately was going to go for it because I was kind of bored of Modern Warfare and I wanted something to spice it up a little bit. So I was like, oh, I'll give myself a challenge at least. But when I saw the mounted kills, you need like 100 mounted kills on pretty much every weapon other than a couple different classes, I was like, nope, not doing it. It's not happening. I'm not spending my match mounting to a surface and waiting for people to walk by. I don't usually mount in that game because I don't find it to be fun to sit in place for any bit of time. I like moving around, rushing and such, but forcing the player to get 100 kills with a bunch of different weapons while sitting in place essentially is boring. Another one is kills while crouched. same thing. It's forcing me to play slower. That's slowing down the pace of the game as well. Another one is you have to get a certain amount of kills of enemies that are taking cover from you. This is in Black Ops Cold War. I don't like this one because it forces you to only you can only get this in circumstances where enemies are doing something specific, kind of like long shots where you need the enemies to do this. I shouldn't have to wait for these things to come. You know what I mean? The camo challenges should be something you can just go out and do. You just grind for it. It's the whole thing of a grind. The whole purpose of a grind is to go out and do it. If I have to wait for it, then it's not a grind. It's just a game of patience, I guess. Now, there's some other ones that force you to play differently, but I don't mind them as much. For example, the ones where you have to get a certain amount of kills while hip firing. If it's with an SMG, it's not a big deal. You play on a smaller map, I guess. You put on a laser sight or something. It's not a big deal. There's also the ones where you have to get a certain amount of kills with no attachments. I actually really like that challenge when it's a game that has the pick 10 system like Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, because then you can stack up a bunch of perks on that class. But in Modern Warfare, and I don't think Black Ops Cold War even has that challenge, so it's not really something that matters in Cold War. But for Modern Warfare, it's a terrible challenge because you don't get anything in return for not using attachments. It's not like you can get more perks for not using attachments. So you just kind of have a gun with less attachments for no reason. You know what I mean? It's kind of just, it's shitty. I don't like it. It's not fun. It's something that forces you to go out of your way in an unfun manner. I'm not really against them forcing how we play, as long as they're forcing us to play in a way that's going to be fun, but none of these ways are that fun, you know what I mean? So I'm not just going to sit here and complain endlessly without giving some suggestions, without giving some new ideas, because it's not constructive criticism if you're not giving ideas. It's just complaining at that point. So what are my ideas? What are better camo challenges that to me would be more fun and would make going for dark matter a much better experience? My first idea is getting a certain amount of kills in specific game modes. Now, this one does fit in the category of forcing you to go out of your way, but I think this is actually a good way to get players to play out of their comfort zone in different modes that they don't usually play. It's not forcing you to play the game differently. It's not forcing you to play slower pace or anything. It's just forcing you to play other modes. And I actually don't think that's a problem, because we do have an issue in Call of Duty where people kind of just choose only a couple different modes. I know a lot of players who only play Search and Destroy, or they only play Domination, or they only play Hardpoint. Personally, for me, I pretty much exclusively play Hardpoint. I really don't enjoy many other modes. I play Domination a little bit. If I got a group of friends, I'll play Search, but that's about it. I don't play Team Deathmatch. I don't play Search. I don't play what's the other one? The Kill Confirmed. I don't really play a lot of those other ones unless it's like a playlist, like a Nuketown 24/7 playlist type thing. But other than that, I'm really sticking to Hardpoint, maybe Domination every now and then, but mostly just Hardpoint. And I would be completely fine with the game forcing me to go out of my comfort zone, because I do want to play other modes. I just don't really feel the need to. This would get you to do that. It'd be kind of interesting. Imagine, like, instead of having, you have to get a certain amount of kills in total, imagine it was get 50 kills or maybe 100 kills in Domination, 100 kills in Team Deathmatch, 100 kills in Kill Confirmed, 100 kills in Demolition, whatever the modes the game has, I don't know. And for Search and Destroy, it would be like 25 kills. Maybe they wouldn't make you do like 100 kills for Search, but maybe just a little bit less, 25, 50, whatever it may be. That would be awesome. It would get you to play literally every mode and use every gun in the game in every single mode, at least out of the main modes that are available. That would be great. It would get you to play different modes, and it would be kind of fun. It would give you some variety, some diversity. Forced diversity, sure, but not really a bad way. It's just forced diversity in the way that it's, if you're going for dark matter, it's like what you got to do to get dark matter. It makes you play every little bit of the game rather than just the game that you're used to, the part of the game that you're used to, because that's the whole point of dark matter. It's getting you to use guns that you're not used to using. It should also get you to play game modes that you're not used to playing. That would be cool. Now, forcing you to play differently within these modes is what I don't like, and that's why, like I said, I don't like those challenges, especially the ones that force you to play really slow paced. I don't really mind if it makes you play a little faster paced. That's just how I am. I don't know. That's obviously subjective. I prefer playing in a rushing manner. I guess if you're a camper, some of these challenges probably aren't a big deal to you, but I don't mind challenges like, getting double kills and stuff. Those are fine to me. Getting bloodthirsties, because those all are very possible for someone who likes to rush. Now, my next idea, I don't really know exactly how this would work, but I think it would be interesting to make it so we have to use specific attachments on our weapons, different combinations of attachments in order to get these challenges done. And I think they've done this in the past before. I can't remember exactly what game had this, but I feel like there was at least 1 or 2 Call of Duties that had a camo challenge where you were forced to use different scopes. It might have been Advanced Warfare where they forced you to use like an ACOG scope on weapons or something like that, or like something like that. They forced you to use a different reticle. I think it would be really damn cool if they brought something similar like that back, where they forced you to use specific attachment, maybe specific attachment combinations even, because we have the gunsmith system here. Obviously, if you're going for camo challenges, you're probably going to be really high level on your weapon anyways, so maybe the game has a couple of preset combinations of attachments that it forces you to use with the gunsmith in order to get this done. So rather than forcing us to not use any attachments, why not force us to use specific combinations and have them be like crazy fun combinations? Maybe one of them is like a try-hard class that's like actually going to be really good and really useful, and it'll probably be easy to get those 50 kills that you need to get with that specific combination. But maybe one of them is like the most ridiculous combination ever, where the gun is pretty crappy, but you still have to get 50 kills with it. So it kind of forces us to mix and match our attachments, because this is another thing that I think people really don't change up that much, is their attachments. How many people do you think just make a best class? They watch, I don't know, J God or any other YouTuber who has a best class setup video. They put on a specific class and they keep those attachments on that gun forever. They never change it because it's the best attachments you can get. Why would they change it? You know what I mean? Camo challenges, as we said, it gets you to use guns differently, gets you to, or at least what I think it should get you to play different modes. Why not also make us use different attachments on these different weapons rather than just using different weapons? I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? Now, would it be kind of annoying when you have to use the really shitty ones? Sure. But I think it would be kind of fun annoying, like in a way where it's like, oh, this gun is crap. Let's just get these 50 kills done with. You know what I mean? Especially when you got crappy guns that are already crappy, like sniper rifles of some sort, like maybe like the Barrett within Cold War. Imagine having like one of the attachments that makes it so it aims down sights like really slow or whatever, and it's just like, oh, this is terrible. But it would be kind of fun because it's like kind of a funny type of a deal where it's, it'd be really interesting to watch people have to go for these camo challenges. It's much more interesting than watching people go for long shots, that's for damn sure. But it would be interesting watching people have to get kills with really crappy weapons and just get kills. Simply that. They don't need to get long shots. They don't need to kill enemies while they're taking cover from you, or get mounted gun kills or kills while crouching. They can just get kills just with really ridiculous combinations of weapon attachments. That would be amazing. That would be great. Those combined with the getting a certain amount of kills in different modes, getting headshots, getting bloodthirsties, that would be perfect. If that was all the challenges that we had to offer between every single different, camo within the game, I would be going for Dark Matter every time I played Call of Duty. By far. I would not even think twice about not going for Dark Matter. Also, if we could actually track our camo progress in game as well, that would be swell. Call of Duty, please listen to us. Let us track our progress in the middle of the game. Let us look at our camo progress while we're playing, so we don't have to keep, just trying to remember, oh my god, I don't remember what I need to do with this gun. I think this would be just a great addition to Call of Duty if these challenges were the challenges we had instead of the really stupid ones we normally have. So I guess it would be different for like rocket launchers and stuff, because a lot of these ideas wouldn't really work for rocket launchers. So you can kind of stick with the same shit that they usually do for rocket launchers and such. But for main guns, these ideas I think work pretty well. It would be pretty interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you all in my next one. Peace out.